Welcome back to Stitches and Tales with Rue. If you are new, I'm so happy that you are here and that you found my channel. If you don't mind, please smash on that subscribe button, hit on that like button, and let's get pulling around. Doing a quick XOXO applique on a sweatshirt for my granddaughter. Got the design in, so I'm going to do the first stitch. Gotta go over, select ready, and hit the start button. Okay, so I did the trace on just the tearaway because I wanted to help me line up the center of the sweatshirt on here. So now I'm going to do the original trace on the sweatshirt, and then I'm going to lay down some silver sequins on there as well. So let's put this down. I'm going to press the ready button. I'm going to press the start button. Careful, make sure that it doesn't hit the fabric at the bottom. Wish I could have found the pink and a little bit lighter of a pink, but we are going to make this work. So I'm using the purple thread, and I'm going to use silver HTV in the center. Finish letting the stitch, and then I'm going to put the silver on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my silver HTV. I took the plastic coating off of it already. I sprayed a little bit of basting spray on the bottom, and I'm going to come over here, make sure I'm covering up my full design. Press it down. I'm going to push the presser foot down. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to hit origin point to start from the beginning again. And we're going to just start restitching. actually going to stitch 3 rounds of the purple thread. Each time it's going to be a different stitch style. Finishing up the first stitch. It's going to tell me that I need to change thread colors, but we're going to keep stitching with the same color. So I'm going to press OK and then hit the start button. And it's going to do the second round of stitching. Finishing up the last letter on the second stitch. Once it stops, it's going to tell me that I need to change the thread color again, but again we're going to keep the purple in there. So once it does that, I'm just going to hit the OK button on the screen and hit the start button. And now it's stitching the last stitch. Do a zigzag stitch around the whole edge, and then it's going to come back and do a nice solid edge stitching. Gotta watch your fingers in there. You can see it's doing a nice solid border around the X now. So we'll do that around each of the letters. And then once that's done, so we'll take it off the hoop and I'll pull off the silver vinyl tearaway. And then at the end, I'll heat press it in my HTV rod. This is right back. Okay, so we're going to let this finish stitching and we'll be right back. silver on and I'll be right back. So I have my silver HTV. I sprayed a little bit of pasting spray on the bottom. Over here. Working on the last the inside of the bow, the O, and while it's doing that, I'm actually getting my 5.5 by 5.5 hook ready because I'm going to do little split side bows on the side of the sweatshirt for her. So I'm going to get the tearaway inside of there so I can get the guide stitch down. Take this off of here and see what we got. Okay, we're finishing up the last letter on the second stitch. Once it stops, it's going to tell me that I need to change the red color again, but again, we're going to keep the purple in there. Magnetic. So once it does that, I'm just going to hit the OK button on the screen. Pull it up. And hit the start button, and now it's stitching the last stitch. It's going to do a zigzag stitch around the whole edge, and then it's going to come back and do a nice solid edge stitching. Gotta watch your fingers in there. And I'm going to clean this up and I'll be right back for you. Just the tearaway because I wanted to help me line up the center of the sweatshirt on here. Flip it on the inside. So now I'm going to do the original trace on the sweatshirt and then I'm going to lay down. Okay, so there's the be careful. I am going to make sure that it doesn't hit the fabric at the bottom. So I have my 5.5 hooks ready. I'm going to put these on and I'm going to stitch the outline so I know where to place the sweatshirt on. And we'll be right back. Okay, so this is the bow that I'm going to do. So I am going to hit the embroider button and then I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to hit ready. I'm going to come over here, make sure the presser foot is down. And we're just going to let it run the first go around and trace it out. Once it traces it, I'm going to take it off of the machine and lay the material down on it, the sweatshirt down on it, and then stitch the same outline again. Hit stop. Okay, let me get the material ready and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, you see that it's stitched on here. I'm going to line this portion of my sweatshirt up with the bow here to where the tip of my sweatshirt is right along those stitches there. And then I'm going to use my basting spray to hold it in place. So let me get the basting spray on and we'll get it back onto the machine. Okay, so I have it back on my machine and you can see the little bit of the thread is sticking right out underneath the sweatshirt. So I'm going to stitch that same round again, and then I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to lay my silver glitter on it, vinyl, with a little bit of basting spray. I'm going to put some basting spray on the vinyl and place it underneath the needle on top of my material. Okay, I have the silver underneath with the basting spray. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to select the origin point. And then I'm going to say okay. It's going to move back to the original spot and we're just going to hit the start button again. Just going to tack down that HTV vinyl. Okay, when it finishes up this round of a stitch, again, it's going to tell me that I need to change my thread, but we're keeping the same thread color. We're doing everything in purple. So I'm going to hit OK on my screen and just press the start button again. And again, this is going to be a split bow on the side of the sweatshirt. And I'm going to do one on each side of the sweatshirt. Stitch, so it's going to want us to switch threads, so I'm going to hit the OK button and then the start button again. And it's starting to do the little heart designs on the bow. done. I don't have much thread left on that spool, so I'm gonna need to change that out before I do the other side. So let me go ahead and get this off of here, and we'll take off that vinyl and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we have the second bow stitch, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the vinyl so you guys can see how easy it is to pull this vinyl off the bow. There you go. Look how pretty that bow is. Now I'm going to just cut out on the inside of here. So I'm going to carefully run the scissors along the purple thread without cutting the purple thread. I'm going to do that along this side. You just got to take your time, do it nice and slow. I'm going to cut out to that point. So there we have the XO with the split bow on each side. So very pretty, as you can see. Love, love, love this split bow and the XO design. I think my granddaughter is absolutely going to love this shirt. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please make sure you hit that like button, smash on that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. And until next time, let's keep pulling around.